Hello students, welcome to this video model. So this is the 24th one. Before we had 23 video models under 4 sessions. So 4 sessions we took to understand introductory part of human resource management, its background, and especially development of human resource management from the Indian context. So in this module, we will discuss job terminologies. So let me give you the background for job terminologies. What is it all about and why we need to understand the job terminologies. So once we just understand the functions of human resource management, the function starts from the procurement of human resources to separation of human resources. That is recruitment to retirement, and that is induction to inducting the new employees to separating or terminating employees on attainment of their age or retirement. So in between you can see all activities related to the people inside the organization belongs to human resource management functions or human resource management activities. So when you just look at the procurement of human resources or recruitment of human resources, that starts from the job analysis or identifying jobs within the organization. When you look at the organization, so there are many jobs. Right? How many jobs are required, and what type of jobs we are going to offer, and how to create job or design a job within the organizations. All these are related to understanding some job terminologies. So whenever you want to create a job or whenever you want to offer a job, so we must be very clear about all these job terminologies so that we can understand what an individual, the jobber is doing or contributing for the organization. In that context, so we will try to understand the job terminologies. So job terminologies, it is something various terms that are used in jobs, right? So with that, the learning objective of this module is to understand the various terms or the concepts used in designing or redesigning or describing jobs in the organizations. So let me just tell you the list of the job terminologies which are used in the organizations while describing or while designing or understanding the jobs, right? So the terminologies are like this. So micro motions, elements, tasks, position, duties, responsibilities, job, design, occupation, job category or job classifications or job families. So these are the some of the terms that are used in the organizational context, right? Let me just the focus in this module the first three, that micro motions, element, and tasks. So these are the three important terms because all these are interrelated. So we'll just try to understand how these are all related, and then first of all in this module we are going to discuss these the first three. So the basic terminology is the micro motions. So micro motion means it is something the simplest unit of work, involves very elementary movement such as reaching, grasping, positioning, or releasing an object, or recording and then analyzing the timings of basic elements of an operations within the objectives of achieving the best method of performing the operations. It is something a very the small and the micro level the movement or the activities of the job. So these are all the micro motions. So micro motions level a small unit of work, right? So small unit of work which involves the small elementary the movement, right? If you take a job, so the job of electricians, the micro motion is right, and then going to workplace, right, and then receiving the complaint and going to the spot where the complaint is there, and then observing the locations, identifying the problem, and analyzing the issue, and thinking what can be done to resolve the problem that is related to electrical work. So in each and every stage you will find very micro motions in the job. So all these are the micro motion activities. So if you just look at the activity, the word with the broad general the meaning that any kind of action, movement, or behavior required of an incumbent in the performing the job assignment. So generic for the function, element, and duty, responsibilities, and then behavior. So all these are the activities. So you can say that the function or even element or a duty or responsibility and the behavior, all these are the activities. So the activities is a common word which we use to describe all these. And when you look at the another important the term that is there we use in the job, so the function. So the function in the sense the natural or the proper action or individual work unit or mechanism performance. So you can see that so this is what is all about the function. So the natural or a proper action, an individual work unit or mechanism performed by the individual. So that is all about the functions. So if you see that the element, the second important thing is so aggregation of two or more macro motions or two or more small activities. So usually thought of as a complete entity like a picking up and then transporting an object. So like that, for example, picking up. Picking up is in an element. So picking up in the sense it involves many no, many micro motions or micro activities. So that is the way you can see that. So element involves the number of the micro motions or the number of activities. So one element equal to number of micro motions. So then if you look at here the tasks, so task is something consisting of one or more elements. So the task consists of more than one element. So the one element consists of more than one micro motion. So one of the distinct activities that constitutes the logical and then necessary the step in the performance of a work by an employee is a task is the performed whenever the human efforts or physical or mental is expected for a specific the purpose. So like that you can see that in the tasks, so you can find out all these, right? For example, the task of addressing the problem in the organization. So the problem is related to health, right? So when you just look at the task, so the task related you can see no, the many elements and then many micro motions. So in that way you can see that the task is the third important aspect. So related to this, let me just introduce another the two more the terminologies that we use. The duty. The duty means the one or more tasks performed in carrying out a job or responsibility. So in a duty you will find more number of tasks. So you can see that from upward. So the duty has more than one the tasks. So one task has more than one element. So one element has more than one micro motion. So these are the sequential understanding of all these terms. So the behavior is the action an individual takes under the certain circumstances. So when you just involve in this, right? Maybe duty or the tasks or element or micro motions. So when you are just involving and then moving from one place to another place and then applying your mind and then doing something. So that is actually the work behavior and behavior at workplace. So that is understood in this the fashion. So further, so we have in continuation the other terms are there, terminologies that we will understand in the coming video model. Right. With this, let me thank you and let us meet in the video 25.